The book of James is one of the most practical, challenging, and life-changing letters in the New Testament. James, the brother of Jesus, doesn't waste time with lofty ideas. He gets straight to the point. If your faith is real, it will show in your life. In James 1 verses 2-3, he says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness." That's not easy to hear. Most of us want to avoid trials, not rejoice in them. But James reminds us that trials are not wasted. God uses them to strengthen our faith, to shape our character, and to make us steadfast. He goes on to say in verse 5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him." What an incredible promise! We don't have to face life's struggles in confusion. God freely gives wisdom to those who ask in faith. But James warns us not to be double-minded, wavering between faith and doubt. If we want to walk in God's blessing, we must trust Him wholeheartedly. Later in James 1 verse 22, he delivers one of the most famous challenges in Scripture: "Be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves." It's not enough to listen to sermons, read the Bible, or even memorize verses. If the word doesn't change how we live, then our faith is empty. James gives a clear example in James 2 verses 14-17, "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." This doesn't mean we're saved by our works. Salvation is a gift of grace through faith. But true faith will always produce good works. Real faith shows itself in love, generosity, patience, and obedience to God. He also confronts the power of the tongue. In James 3, he says the tongue is like a small spark that can set a whole forest on fire. Our words can build people up or tear them down, bless or curse. That's why he calls us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Then James calls out something we all struggle with: favoritism. In James 2, he warns believers not to show partiality, treating the rich better than the poor. In God's kingdom, every soul is valuable, and love must be shown equally to all. James also speaks powerfully about humility. In James 4 verse 6, he reminds us, "God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble." If we want God's favor, we must lay down our pride and submit ourselves fully to Him. Finally, James closes with a call to perseverance in prayer. In James 5 verse 16, he declares, "The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working." He points to Elijah, who prayed and stopped the rain for 3.5 years, and then prayed again, and the rain returned. Prayer changes things. Prayer brings breakthrough. Prayer is powerful because we serve a powerful God. So what is James saying to us today? Faith is not just believing with your lips, it's living with your life. It's trusting God in trials, seeking wisdom in prayer, controlling your tongue, humbling yourself before God, and backing up your faith with action. Friend, maybe you've been content with hearing the word but not doing it. Maybe you've been quick to speak, slow to listen, or have shown favoritism. Maybe your prayer life has grown weak. James calls you, and me, back to a living, active, powerful faith. Let your faith be more than words. Let it be seen in how you love.